Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Mac.
And today we're going to give our first impressions of the last, possibly, Tapestry expansion, Fantasies and Futures.
I think it'll be last. Can't fit much more in the box.
No, definitely can't. This is based on one play, so I don't know how long it'll be, but just kind of we'll just talk a little bit about kind of some of the new things that it introduces and
our
whether we're
impressions.
excited for that.
Yeah.
But if you want to see a closer look at the components, we also have an unboxing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And we've also got a ton of other Tapestry content already out there. So
yeah.
if you want to see all that, that'll be linked below.
As well as a video how to put together the folded space.
Yes.
So.
And I'm thinking I might even do just a quick one, too, of putting it all in the box. Because I didn't show how to put it in the box in that video. But, yeah. Got a lot of videos. Check them out below. But, yeah, getting right into it. If you don't know, if you haven't watched anything on this channel before, Tapestry...
Welcome.
Right. Welcome. Tapestry is one of, if not my favorite game. And Jesse has had it at his top spot as well. You've had it pretty high up as well. So we all like Tapestry quite a bit. So when I saw there was another expansion coming, I was obviously excited. I was a little disappointed when it sounded like it was going to be the last one. But yeah, this one kind of is just more of a adds more stuff kind of expansion. There's not too many major changes.
No.
Like if you've played a lot of Tapestry and have the other expansions, I feel like the biggest change one is probably Arts and Architecture, where it adds a whole other track.
Yeah.
And kind of a few more of the masterpiece cards, a few other concepts there. And then both of that one and Plans and Ploys kind of add additional landmarks that you can start with and stuff.
Right.
This one just kind of sticks. It came in an envelope. That's why we're just having the Tapestry box itself here, because there wasn't actually a box.
Yeah. It's like a cardboard.
It came with this cardboard envelope.
Size of like a manila.
Right. So really, all that was in there was and it's a little interesting. There's a rule book with all the rules to all the games. So I find that kind of interesting, because then that means you pretty much had to buy this one to get the entire rule book for it all. So it's kind of interesting, but I do like that they went to a smaller rule book that you can fit in your hands and go through a little easier. And I think they added a few more details than kind of the original ones had.
I think the original Tapestry was like 4 pages.
Yeah, it was.
It's like a pamphlet.
Short and sweet, but it was also the size of the Tapestry box, I think. So you're just kind of opening these huge pages. So I do like that they went down to that smaller version and have kind of everything in that one booklet, because I know when before this one we kind of just had all the different rule books all scattered, and you'd have to look at the specific ones if you're looking for a question. But outside of that, it added some new technology cards, some new Tapestry cards, some new civs, and some new
maps.
City capital maps.
Yeah.
So, just initially, I thought I would probably like this quite a bit, because the city capital maps were probably actually, even though the Arts and Architecture added kind of that new track, that was probably my favorite part, is kind of having the city capital maps do a little bit more. I do like that they added some as well. Yeah. So I was really looking forward, or hoping that there'd be additional ones in this one, and there were. And we obviously have only played it once as our first impression.
Yeah.
But I really like the one that I used, and I'm looking forward to trying all the other ones as well. I don't know what your thoughts are on those.
Yeah, I thought those were really cool. I liked the switch up when they first came in through Arts and Architecture, and I don't think I've played all of them yet from that expansion either. So these were really fun, though. The one I played was interesting. You had to like connect I think it was like a goblin to like the middle of the board by covering things up, and so I took a little bit of planning. Probably paid way too much attention to trying to get that figured out than I should have. But it was cool. It was fun to kind of try something out. I would say these aren't. Most of them I don't think look as complicated as the ones from Arts and Architecture, which complicated is probably way too strong of a word to use. Just more strategy based, I think, in how you lay your stuff out. But these, I think, are kind of like middle ground between the original and what's in Arts and Architecture. So,
yeah, that's definitely one of the things I really liked about this one, as well as that one.
Yeah. Sometimes I just miss the old forest map, though. Where it's just like, just can't lay here.
Yeah,
That's
it's fine. It's fine, but yeah,
It was good enough to be your top game at one point with those maps. So
that is true. So, and this just added to it.
Uh-huh.
But then, then it added some technology cards, which actually gave some pretty good second or square benefits. Like all these tech cards do give pretty good square benefits.
Yeah.
But you need to upgrade it to that square space. Typically there's like
Gotta have one of these.
you or your
25
neighbors
cards.
has to be so far up on on a certain track. These ones there's also new Tapestry cards that are charmed, and you either have to have one of those to upgrade to the next level, or you have to be in income 5, which is kind of the final of the game, to upgrade it, to be able to upgrade it. And there's some things that can maybe allow you to play additional card or do additional upgrades and things in this expansion that you might not have usually been able to do in Income Phase 5.
Yep.
So I just find that really interesting, and some of them are, I think, considered good enough, or you could get them upgraded quickly enough that some of them don't even allow you to use a benefit more than once, which is interesting.
Yep, I had one of those.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I could leave that. I don't know if I needed more of them, but it adds a couple more new tech cards to the game. And with some good benefits.
Yeah, it's not like he added like an overwhelming amount. Like if you're playing with 4 or 5 people, the chances of those coming out, if you're cycling them in with the rest of like the expansion and the original Tapestry ones, I think probably. I mean, these are all we had coming out, so I don't know if you like purposefully shuffled and placed the new ones on the top of the tech deck.
I must not have shuffled very well. Because I did try to shovel it all in, and I did notice that they were all coming out.
Okay. Well, you know how it goes in games. Sometimes you just happen to see the same cards over and over again, no matter what you do. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not like he added an overwhelming amount.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I think it was the right amount. What is it, about 10, 12 cards? So that's
just something to change it up a little.
That's nice. Yeah. I'm glad that it didn't really do too much craziness with them, but just added a few more. And then I also really like the charms or whatever that are on the new Tapestry cards.
I think those are fun.
I do too. And I know they're talking about going back and redoing some of the original civilizations at some point to kind of balance them out a little bit more.
Sure.
Or kind of, do a whole set once they get some more data and playtest those and everything. It'd be nice if they went back and looked at some Tapestry cards and saw if any of them were kind of considered maybe a little bit weaker, don't give you as much stuff, and add that benefit to there.
There for sure are some that are not equal, like the Dystopia card, and like trying to think of some of the other ones that are just like super powerful, or can be really good, in most situations, as opposed to like some where you're like, oh jeez.
Yeah. So some seem to not give you as good of a benefits as others, and it'd be nice if they had those charmed benefits on there just to give you a little bit more.
Right, because I feel like I get some and I almost always throw it. I'm like, I can't, and I'm not the greatest Tapestry player either, but I just feel like there are some cards where it's like, well, that's a trash one, or that's one I can keep for the 10-point trade-in or whatever, on whatever track. There's just some that I just don't bother. Like, there's always a better card in my hand than that one. So I'd only play it if it was my last resort kind of a card.
Right, exactly. I think I have those same types of cards too. And in that case, if they were to give benefits like these ones do, where there's items kind of listed on the sides of each card, and if it's on the left side, when you play that card, you get the benefit. And if it's on the right side, if you play a Tapestry card to the right of it, then you get that benefit. So
yeah, definitely a cool thing.
Yeah, I think that's the coolest thing about the new ones. Otherwise, we didn't really get to play too much of those, so I don't know if there's any in particular that I think are really, really good or really unique or anything.
But you got a good one, I think, that one time. I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember
like
either.
Citadel of Power, or...
Yeah, I know there was one too that I tried, and then it let me
didn't work?
Look at like a bunch of Tapestry cards, and for every win played when I got points or something, I got like one I pulled. So I was like, that's a little disappointing.
Yeah.
But
I think
it is what it is.
I think I mainly played like the charmed charmed ones, which was unique and fun. Again, I focused probably too much on the new things as opposed to winning the game. But I wanted to try them out. So
yeah, I really liked that part of the game, but I don't know if it's really possible to go back and do that or not. I don't really know if that would work. Maybe it would. I'm not sure. But
It's a fun idea. If Jamie
a
ever
fun
gets
idea.
bored, I think.
yeah, that's just it. If he gets bored, if
seems
he's got
like-
some extra time on his
He
hands,
seems like the type.
especially all that free time he's probably got.
All that free time. Walter and Biddy.
But
Keeping him
then
busy.
I think the last thing was 10 more new civs, which I was also excited about. Always excited for more
Civ
civ.
junkie.
And that's one thing, if he didn't really want to go out and do a ton of brand new content, but maybe he wanted to do one more thing or two more things. More Capital City mats and more civs, I'll take just that.
I can't
as
even
well.
think of. I feel like he's got the whole thing covered now. I have no idea what you could even do now.
Yeah, somehow, even after, I don't even remember how many are in the base game and
16, and then
about 30,
it was like 10
30 to
more.
40
Yeah.
civs, and now there's 10 more, and it's still, from looking at these, we obviously only played one apiece, but they still feel different somehow. But a few of them do something a little bit different. Like I said, some of these have effects that go into income turn 5. So a few of these do that as well. So that really wasn't a thing before. So that was something easier for them to come up with kind of new abilities that these could do. Right. And I had the Werefolk. I thought they were pretty cool. I got to take a space tile and pretty much flip it. And then based on whether or not it was face up or face down or whatever, I got to either take the benefit of it and then regress on a track, or just go up on a track and then save that space tile for later. So I found that pretty cool. I think you had the Artificers, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And that just, it allows you to move your income buildings that are left on your mat to the left if there's an open space, to kind of set yourself up for better benefits during the income phase. And so I thought that was okay. I didn't think it was super strong. Maybe if I had gotten more off, but you only get to move one. So you really need to push getting those buildings off your income mat. And what I had paired with for the capital map, it wasn't the most conducive grouping, just because I didn't get any resources for completing districts, because I needed to connect a golem to the center map.
Goblin.
Yeah.
Was it golem?
I can't remember which one it was, but golem from Lord of the Rings. I had to connect a goblin to the center of the mat or something, and so in trying to do that and maximize the space for when I would get income buildings and the bonus buildings or whatever, I couldn't focus on what I was doing. So I didn't think it was that powerful. It probably certainly helped kind of later on with resources, because you can kind of shove some of them down to get yourself resources as opposed to points. But it all depends on how many income buildings you get off. So.
Right. Yeah. I thought that one might, when I was looking at them, that was probably the one I was least excited to try.
And I was like, I'll take this one.
Let me take this one. I think it might sound cooler than it ends up being.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, you can only move one. So you kind of need at least a couple of those off, like you said, in order to move it from a scoring one to be able to get yourself extra resources.
And when I looked at the board for the first round, I was like, in order to get a single income building off, I need to spend all my resources on
a single income building?
Yeah, because they're the second one up the track, and then they're another benefit. So it's three resources to get to an income building.
Right.
And then you only start with 4, so I'd only have one more. And for
but
a
then
girl,
you have 2 buildings off.
And for a girl who doesn't push the income, and then you start with 1 tapestry card, and you're like, oh, if it's not good, then you're in trouble. So it was kind of I was getting there, and I was like, oh no, I need an income building offer. This is not going to be even worth anything to me this first round, and I should probably make it worth something. So, anyway.
Yeah.
I got it figured out.
Yeah, otherwise that's kind of everything. Wow.
By 100 points.
Maybe. Yeah. Otherwise, it's kind of everything inside the expansion. Like I said, there's not too much going on.
Where would you put this? I mean, I know we do comparisons for expansions in our Stone Timber one last year, but where would you kind of rank this one? Do you think you can rank it after 1? I don't know.
I don't know if I can rank it after 1. have to probably try a few more of the civs and get a few more of the Tapestry cards.
Okay.
But initially, well, it's hard because they're all totally different. Because I think for being a potential final expansion, it does a really good job of not adding a ton more to the game and bloating the game up or anything. But it still brings more of the kind of the good stuff that I've come to love over the years of playing Tapestry.
Yeah.
So I'd give it an 8. I think it's a solid. If you like Tapestry and you've gotten the other expansions, I see no reason not to get this one.
Right.
Or if you just love Tapestry and you want something that's not too game changing, I would almost maybe say just get this one.
I was gonna say this one seems like it should be like the first one because it's not like so altering.
That's true. Yeah, if you're wanting something that doesn't change too much, I think this would be a solid first expansion to get.
Yeah.
Actually, so.
I would agree.
Yeah, that's everything for Tapestry, Fantasies, and Futures.
Yeah.
Like I said, check out our other videos that we have relating to Tapestry, and we hope to see you on those videos. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.
Bye.